I'm Alex.
I'm Katie.
I'm Yichen.
I'm James.
I'm Nick.
We chose to investigate power of the crowd because it exemplifies the effect buyer habits have on the sale of a product. We thought that this would be an interesting moment of power because it proves why certain products have become more popular and why others haven't. Our research question is, what does the effect of popularity have on the amount of sales a company has? The objectives of this experiment are to prove the impact of how a product is more likely to sell if it's more popular. As an example, a person looking to buy a new cell phone would ask friends for recommendation of what cell phone companies produce quality and efficient devices. The devices that are familiar or have the best recommendations are going to be the devices that get the most sales. Therefore, our hypothesis of this experiment is that people are going to choose the product that is most commonly used by friends, colleagues, or even strangers on the streets.
We did an anonymous online survey. We chose 4 different kinds of phone product. The control group is people who were just asked to pick a phone without knowing the phone product. The respondents are anyone taking the survey online anonymously. This keeps our experiment non-biased because anyone can take the survey. These people may have different opinions on the cell phone, but most people will choose the more popular phones in society, even though it may not have better features on functions than the others.
We made sure the subjects are randomly selected by making our survey anonymous and available to anyone who may want to take the survey. This is a cause and effect experiment because telling the people that one of the products is more popular than the other will affect their preferences. The intervention we had in our experiment is saying that one of the cell phones is more popular than the others because it could possibly change the opinions of the people taking the survey, which can also change the amount of sales the product has.
If we refer back to our original hypothesis, we hypothesized that people are most likely to pick the most popular product on the market. When the control group is shown, the choices are relatively random. Once the intervention of popularity of the phones was introduced, there was a definitive distinction between the most popular and the least popular. However, the results actually showed that people are more likely to buy the second most popular phone when popularity is given as a difference between phones. What is quite apparent from the results of the survey is that the least popular options get almost no support. So while we may have overstated how important it is to be the most popular in our original hypothesis, it is definitely important that you have a relatively popular item if amount of sales is an important factor in your company. So overall, our results are positive towards our original hypothesis that the most important option would get the most support. But as I said before, the second most popular option was actually slightly picked more.
For the implications of our experiment, as Nick was saying, the results show that the 2 most popular phones were picked the most and that the least popular phones were almost not picked at all. So this shows that you really want to be a popular option in the market, and that if you're not popular, it will affect your sales. But being the most popular may not have been as important as we originally thought. There's 2 limitations to the study that we can see. First of all, there were only about 25 respondents for the survey, so that is not particularly large, but it is enough to show what we set out to show. The second is that our survey compared phones that are identical, and in the real world that is almost never the case. So that's definitely a limitation. In conclusion, we found that it's beneficial to be more popular to your sales, and it is detrimental to not be popular. will strongly affect your sales.